Totalitarianism, as explained in the videos, is a way of ruling that has the control in one person. It talks about how the leader of a totalitarian regime stands out of the head of the state by their own choice by convincing people to follow them. People in a totalitarian model live in a very awful world, full of repressions and limitations. That's that as a negative aspect. There's no much bureaucracy and the idea grows very fast and reaches almost every corner of the galaxy. That as a positive matter.
The Great Depression was an economic depression that occurred after World War I. The reason behind this was that in war, US served as the provider of food and clothes for Europe. After war, US being one of the winning countries and having sold a lot of products found themselves in a great economical shape. But it wasn't the same for the European countries, even the winning ones. So they have to recur to closing their markets in order of bringing their economies back up. This affected US because now they no longer had a market for selling all of their goods. This caused losses in the companies and this caused that they had to fire employees, and once unemployment started, there was no way for people to recover because they didn't have an income and they already spent all of their money. This eventually affected not only US but all of the world.
Let's talk about the causes of the World War II. And number one is the Treaty of Versailles. Germany was forced to accept the whole responsibility of the war damage suffered by the Allies. People were starving and the government was in chaos. The second cause is the totalitarianism. Some countries were taken over by dictators who formed powerful fascist governments. Another cause is the Germany's militarism. Germany secretly began to build up weapons. Another cause is the appeasement. The nations of Europe were weary and did not want another war. This meant that they tried to make Germany and Hitler happy rather than try to stop him. They hope that by meeting his demands he will be satisfied and there wouldn't be any war. Another reason is the Great Depression. This economic crisis created unstable governments and worldwide turmoil that helped lead to World War II.
The relationship that I can see between this concept is that one leads to another. It first started with a totalitarianism with Hitler, let's say it's Hitler, and then that led to a war, and the war leads to a Great Depression. That's how I relate these topics and how this affect the whole world economy and everything that's with that.